friend of ours is doing voice coaching so that she can do ads and things or opportunities.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think we need to practice my voice.
All right, there you go. Practice your voice.
All right. How's it going? And what did you do this week for your business?
For my business, I have been pumping out patterns and designs. Designed a couple bags, and I am also putting together a planner.
What kind of bag? What? Tell me more about the bags. You know
Just
me, bag
I'm
lady.
just taking a pattern of mine that I created, and I put it on a bag, and I put it on my site. I have
Okay.
to link the two together so that way the shop goes with my website. And
Okay.
then I'm putting a whole collection together. So it's going to be a bag. It's going to be, I did a mouse pad. I did some mugs. I'm doing mugs and some coasters, and I'm going to put together kits because I'm selling them at this craft fair in July. So I got to start picking up speed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
And then,
great.
yeah. And I'm trying to get my planner done. So that way I can get this planner designed and printed. So
Yeah.
doing good. Doing
Uh,
good. How about you? How are you doing?
I've narrowed down a new workshop. I am got the outline done. I have got the sales page content almost finished.
Wow.
And I have invested in someone who's going to help me create everything so that I don't have to.
Very nice.
I did do it. I bit the bullet. She's a lady I met at the Experts Connect. We've been talking, we're walking through stuff. I love Lydia Martin. I'll put a shout out to her. But I'm walking away from Kajabi. Hopefully the new program will flow like I understand it to. So it's a lot of getting my information, helping me build, it's everything you and I've talked about.
Mhm.
However, I'm not going to do the actual technical work. I just want to do the content.
Very good.
So I have
Focus
to,
on what you're expert at.
yes, it's just too much for me right now. I
Yeah.
have to have my day job.
Yeah.
And, I took a break. I took a little vacation. I read a quote that basically said, it takes about 8 days to go on vacation because the first 2 or 3 days you're detoxing,
Mhm.
you're still working through work things or other responsibilities. But I was able to just check out for 5 days. I didn't have to plan anything. I didn't have to organize anything. I didn't have to really make any decisions. And so with that, I was able to just remember who I was and be,
Mhm.
so that when I got home, I could look at my home, my priorities here, talk with my parents, and then look at my job and recognize how much time I have in a day and how much I want to give to each one.
Oh, very nice.
It was really nice. It is really nice. And I had to work on Friday. So I had to check. First of all, if you can take a day off, if you're traveling for a vacation, I highly recommend taking the day off after
Oh,
you get back,
I do that all the time.
right? Don't go right back to work.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that helped me so much to just stay home, to be, to do some organizing things I kind of thought about I wanted to do. I'm in a big get rid of stuff mode. Right before this, I was cleaning out the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. I've been holding on to this expensive muscle aching bath wash, body soak. I don't have a tub.
Does it expire?
Well, it's almost 8 years old.
Oh, it expired.
If I'm not used it in 8 years, so yeah, little things like that I realize how much stuff weighs you down
Yeah.
and how much I love to travel and be free of it and what I like when I travel. So Anyway, I say 5 days, encourage everybody to take 8.
Yeah,
And, I went back to work on Friday, but today I love that I have 3 more days.
I know. Isn't that nice?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, because I'm home and I'm not going anywhere. Yesterday I stayed home all day and was really focused on my business.
Hmm.
I had that problem with Gmail and that personalized, and I had to go into SiteGround and direct it to the Google.
Right.
So I learned it. I figured it out. You said what you said. I'm like, okay, I think and I had to really look at, I think that goes with having too many systems not working in them on a regular basis and getting
Absolutely.
overwhelmed because you have too many processes, storage places, units in place. I have 6 Google profiles.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Six.
I saw that when you screenshot. I know I have quite a few and I don't even go into half of them,
No,
you
but
know.
yeah.
No.
So one of the things I did was go into those that I don't use and at least clean up the drives, delete the files, make sure there were no emails, and then I know that they're dormant. I
Right.
also changed the little icon on each one of them so that it would tell me by looking at the visual what it was.
Right. Yeah, I have
Right?
that too.
Yeah.
Because all I do is I glance at the picture and I know which page I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had a universal folder or capture place, what would you recommend and what do you use?
What do you mean if I
Yeah,
had
let's
a universe?
organize your digital documentation.
I don't know, an organizer, digital. I mean, I keep everything in Google.
Even
So that's just
Google.
been my go-to, my
Okay.
drive. Everything goes in there.
Even with your Mac,
Everything goes into my Google.
nothing
Yeah.
on an
I mean, I
iPad.
do have my iCloud I do for photos and design files.
Oh,
But my business documentation basically is all Google. I don't know, I guess Google and iCloud is basically what I do use because I mean, I do have files that I use on my computer that I store in iCloud, but because it took me a long time because Google has always been my go-to, but transferring over to iMac has been the challenge because I was bouncing between PC and so everything I've dumped from the years that I've used my PC, I moved into iCloud. But Google Docs has been my go-to for spread because you could do spreadsheets and you can do documents there. So that's where I lean more towards that. Yeah.
okay. Do you
But
find yourself working in Microsoft Word at all, Excel,
not
Power?
like I used to.
Okay.
Not like I used to. More, I'm using Illustrator and InDesign and Corel Draw. More design programs is what I use. So, um, not that often. I do use Sheets from Google Sheets for spreadsheets and stuff. So, but I mean, I do use Word documents. I've been using Pages because I use it on my phone, but I also have a shortcut to my docs on my phone.
See, so already you are talking about 5 or 6 different places.
Oh yeah, I do, pretty
And I
much, but
just,
they all sync together, and so I can see it all on my iCloud. So it's all in my one folder.
okay.
So yeah, so I have a location that I go to for everything. Yeah, but yes, I do still have a couple of stragglers
Yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
it's all about organizing for me this weekend.
Oh,
Love.
absolutely. That's a great way to do it.
Yeah, Lydia Martin, I'll give a shout out again for her. She's doing a revamp of the digital clutter cure course. I love her because she also shows you how you can be an affiliate. You can earn 40% off of the recommendation, off of her affiliate link. That's all part of the membership that I belong to with her. It's a great model for how I want to design mine down the road. It's taken her 3 years to get where she's at. So I'm reminded it takes time, but
It
every
takes
day's
time.
a process.
Yeah.
Um, I joined her club in March. And so I have March, April, May. I did March consistently. I didn't do April, and now we're at the end of May. So I'm like, oh my gosh, every week she meets with her clients. That would be me. I'm missing out. That's 8 weeks of classes that I
Yeah.
missed out. They're an hour, hour and a half. There's no way I can do all of it in one time.
Wow.
However, So I started on May 24th today.
Okay.
I got that done. I've taken her masterclass, how to produce a workshop. So that's the steps I'm using to create the workshop right now. All the pieces, the sales page content, the outline, the and the email, so that once you purchase it, you will get an email that has a download here button, so
Right.
that everything's working. That's your funnel, right? I'm learning this. I know it, but I don't know it intimately, which is
Right.
going to find somebody else with that strength.
Right. Right. Yeah. Focus on your strengths, because there's so many moving parts
Yeah.
that you need other people, and you are immediately noticing that, where a lot of people, like, if I want it done right, I want to do it myself. But on the top of that, you have to learn it and you have to figure it out. And that takes time. But
Yeah.
if you have the people that are experts at it doing it, then you
Yeah.
could focus on the main part. And
And
that's, yeah,
take imperfect action.
yeah,
Don't be afraid to take imperfect action.
yeah.
And
There you
so,
go. That's awesome.
yeah,
So your
keep,
head's spinning.
I beg your
So
pardon.
your head's spinning and you're busy.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
because I'm not focused on my day job right now. I'm focused on my future.
Yeah.
And I am going to be very conscientious of my time
Very
and how
good.
much I give to everybody else, but not for me, so that I grow, so that I have a future income. So I continue to learn and produce, and I'm not dependent. But I'll tell you what happened to me on Friday at an event that I was at. First of all, one of the owners showed up, which was really great. And he shook everybody's hand. And then I went out to shake his hand. He kind of pulled me in and gave me a hug. And that was really nice, because I almost hesitate now to hug people, but that's who I am. So I got to go back to
It's
that.
different here in the mainland,
Yes.
going in
Yeah.
for a hug. It's this whole stand. It's so different.
Unless right?
Hmm.
And I just came back from my vacation in Hawaii, Honoka'a, Waimea, Big Island. I just hesitate to even mention those two places because I love them so much. They are the root and heart of Hawaii, in a sense. They still have that small school, big heart atmosphere, everything. Well, I was reminded about to just be. And if I'm quiet, things will come. But if I'm always busy, I don't have that time. Isn't that crazy?
It's a good place to see it too.
Right.
Yeah, the islands. There's
You
just nothing like it.
It was like living real aloha, which is all about being present.
Yes.
And I'm playing with that advocacy coach title a little bit. I like legacy coach. I want to help people build, really trying to define what my transformational statement is for my person. I put
Hmm.
in my avatar and I love it. Love, love, love everything about it, because it's me.
Right.
Someone who's passionate about life, who has aging parents. How can I help people like me?
Right.
So through the defining that, as I do my courses and everything, I'm being reminded of that. And this couldn't have come at a better time. Plus, we know other things are developing behind the scenes.
Right. That's really nice. Way to
Yeah,
go. So you're moving forward. That's
I feel
awesome.
like it. I
Yeah.
do want us to still offer up to our listeners or people watching us something of value. And that for me this week was take that time to tap back in, and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Take that
Trust
step.
your gut.
Imperfect progress.
There
Imperfect
you go.
progress. Yeah.
Imperfect progress. Sorry, I'm muting myself so you don't have to listen to me cough each time.
Oh,
Since we're
dang.
not editing, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
all right. So you've been busy. So you got back. When did you get back? Wednesday?
I got back late Wednesday night, so
Wednesday
really
night.
early Thursday morning.
Okay.
still on
Jumped
hold.
right in. And then so you got yourself a day off and then you went back to work Friday and then you were off for the weekend. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And Thursday I worked on this a little bit, but I really just kind of focused on the house, on being, and yeah, Friday worked, but it was, that's what I meant to tell you. Oh my goodness. So Friday I went to the event, the owner was there, that was great. But near the end, as we were cleaning up and everything, one of the GMs called me over and said, "Hey, Heidi, I heard you're retiring soon." And I said, "Oh, if you want to call it that, I'm working on a side hustle." And
How did they hear that?
I said, March 31st, 2024. And I said it out loud confidently. And so said, yeah, if it all works out, I'm working, got a side hustle going. And I left it at that, but the word's out and it's like, it made me a little anxious on my way home. But then I thought, well, why am I anxious? I believe in what I'm doing.
Yes.
It just encourages me. Everything is encouraging me to move forward.
Yeah.
And I think I've said it enough. I
Yeah.
started to talk about it.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, only good things are going to happen. I
I,
mean, a year from March 24th, probably by March, you will be doing so well. It's ridiculous. So I
I'm
think this is
just,
such a positive move.
I'm
I
just,
think this is
I,
great.
I have something to share.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna develop the gifts. It's like, why am I waiting to develop the course before I get it? Do the outline, know what I want to talk about, and
Yeah.
every week focus on those things. I only know what I know. I'm also open to sharing and learning. So what I feel about the membership and the growth of Living Real Aloha is coming together, compassionate, respectfully, just moving in that direction. I personally want to do that. And then through my experience, I want to share what happens.
Well, there you have. Looking forward to more to come.
Yeah. How are my eyes? Do they look Asian?
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. To be continued. Have a
Uh,
great day, and that is our life in a nutshell.
oh my God. Am I keeping that?
Yeah, I hope you do.
All right. There is a story behind all that. All right. I'm looking forward to it. All right. That's our life in a nutshell.
Peace out.